Hello there and welcome back. Today we're reviewing this Republic outpost based on this pretty alien planet. The reason why the separatists are here, especially Grievous. Here's a hint. The Republic has captured Count Dooku, the leader of the Separatist Alliance. And he's having the time of his life in this luxurious prison cell. Hello, Count. Let's put this back so he doesn't escape. Coming to the Count's rescue, we have hundreds of thousands of We have a couple of battle droids coming to save him. We have Grievous here taking the lead with his 4 Magna Guards. Then a large platoon of B2 battle droids protecting the core army. Now further back we have somewhat of an ambush going on. An army of B2 battle droids are going straight for the second gate. The clones this far has set up a small defense here, but also aided from the clones atop the wall. Atop this tower we have some Coruscant guards acting as snipers. And behind them here we have a Wi-Fi router. But taking all of these guys out does seem like a pretty difficult challenge. And here they are, sneaky bastards. So in front of General Grievous, we have Quinlan Voss, alongside a platoon of Rex. It doesn't look that good for them at the moment, but they do have a few men coming to the rescue. And look just how thick this gate is. Look at this. Look at the power. Look at the thrust. And up on the tower above them is kind of the same thing. Snipers. Hopefully they'll serve a purpose. And here also a 5G Wi-Fi router. Just one more thing. Look how cute this path is. Wouldn't you want to walk here? Oh no, guys. Grievous is coming. We need more reinforcements. But overall, this situation does look pretty clanky for the Republic. Now, overseeing the battle, we have the Strategist General, accompanied by Commander Fox and Commander White. Hopefully, they can come up with a strategy good enough to repel this assault. But they have some grenades. Now, if we look inside the tower, we have these 3 fellas playing Clash Royale on the holo table. Now, in the second tower, we have Plo Koon and his best friend Wolf, currently talking to someone unknown on the hologram. Now, behind the wall, we have Coruscant guard troopers trying to set up a somewhat useful defense, in case things get bloody, which they will. They're using everything they have, from crates to human shields, all the good stuff. Now, in the hangars, we have a speeder and a small walker, and these small crates and a door leading somewhere. And not far away, there is another door, and it can be opened. Whoa, a door that can be opened. Never seen before. Now, on the opposite side, kind of the same thing is happening. We have some more troops acting as reinforcements. In the hangars, we have a speeder and 2 walkers. On this side, they have set up a lot more crates already. And this guy seems to be thinking about it. In front of all the commotions, we have another situation. In this room, 2 clones are doing stuff. What do you think? Think it's cool?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I made it myself. Let me show you. I almost forgot, the other tower, it's like a small armory room and an arcade. But yeah, clear as day, 2 clones. Last detail before we go in, we have some clones walking on top of the roof. That looks dangerous. Get down from there. So inside here, there are multiple sections. In this L shape, there is a medium-sized corridor. And inside this medium-sized corridor, we have an officer taking the charge, leading 2 troops, hoping to give enough support to these guys, but probably not. And here we have another look at the sliding door, and it works great. And sometimes it falls out. Now let's actually remove every single roof. Tiny one? Not so tiny one. Let's see how this goes. Then even this you can remove, and there is something underneath. Now let's start down here. In here we have a small communication center for the high-ups. In here we have Clone Captain Thorn commanding the officers. Oh yeah, you're so cool. Shut the fuck up. And in this corner there's some weird science going on.
Infinity Gauntlet, I'm gonna consume the universe.
And here we have some regular officers on their 9 to 5. And to this room's right, we have 2 Coruscant guards protecting the staircase leading down to what is a door, okay? It is a door, and it does this. Whoa. It works perfectly. And here's a different view. The door is fully operational. Over here is our favorite corridor, and then it leads to this section, and then this section leads to the kitchen. There is a nice view, and we can listen into what they're talking about.
I go around sometimes and I hang out with other people that are my age, and they're just kind of just...
Yeah, so here we have some nice, not earthly food behind them. We got green milk, blue milk, and
Let's say you said no, but I said yes.
And then we have carrots, cookies, chicken. Wow. And here's kind of how the scenes look from the outside. Kind of cool, right? What's going on in there? Not yet, not yet. Here is Arch Trooper Colt taking these two gentlemen to his private quarters.
Go through the pain, go through the pain. Be uncomfortable. Hell yeah.
And here's a cool view of the other staircase. This is not the same one, by the way. And hey guys! And in this section we have the same epic door, fully operational, by the way. And here's the door to the second corridor, and unfortunately, not so much happening here as of now. Now here is another room, and this is the second communication room, because one isn't enough. Here is a good view of all the clone troopers working together, but not really too much else going on in there. So we have a second room, and in here only God knows what is going on. So inside this room is where miracle happens. They were able to save this baby from certain death. He became so powerful. We got these like nurse droids. Thought they were cool. Thought they fit in. Kind of look like, you know, those spicy droids from Clone Wars. We got a white hair clone here. It's rough. It is really rough in this place. And the other guys are covering their hair because they don't have any. And now right beside the med beds, we got some experiments going on. So this mad scientist doctor is creating another mad scientist doctor. Now moving into the largest corridor to ever exist. So these right here are ray shielded doors, and you can just guess what is behind it. Let's see what's inside. So in here is a bunch of prisons. There's also a nice little prison. This light actually works. And here are some clones. These two probably move into battle. And here we have some more, probably staying for protection. And then we got this guy telling like, when I leave, I better get back and stuff. And you can just guess who's in there. Ooh. Here's a clearer view of the prison rooms. The battle has begun. Blood everywhere. Screams of anguish. Death. General Grievous and his forces are advancing. He is now facing the legendary Quinlan Voss. The Separatists have suffered heavy losses. That is to be expected when attacking a fortified base as this one. But even so, the clones are struggling to hold the line. The B-2 battle droids are doing well in their journey towards the base. But they do have a lot of terrain that is slowing them down. But yeah, I wouldn't want to be these guys. Just look at the brutality of it. He's resting on a crate. And up here, this guy is falling off the edge. And one of the snipers have been gunned down. Brother!
Keep shooting! Keep shooting!
But on top of the wall, there is a complete disaster. All the clones are running around, gathering at the center here. And up here, the strategist guy, he's just having none of it. I need to take a shit. Wait a minute. What? Is this canon?
Kill me!
So far, these droids in the back have remained in the same position, just taking cover behind these trees so they don't get shot at. This is basically their backup in case this army fails. But as you can see, there are no more B-2 battle droids here in the back. Now they are moving a lot closer. And here again, we have the beautiful path. Not so beautiful anymore. I mean, the flame, the fire It's kind of nice. But now, here again, we got the Magna Guards also charging the base. So I wouldn't really want to stand here either. I don't think I'd want to be anywhere near this place. And their tank is shooting, doing some heavy damage on the base, or not really, I mean a little bit here. It's strong, it's very strong, but yeah, these guys are fucked. They're so dead. I don't know, I just think this looks so cool with the flames, like this. It's like they're made of fire. And these guys are so cute, trying to get up on this edge. And this guy's getting a little bit too edged over here. He's gonna fall off. But behind this explosion, we have Commander Fox leading some men, and they're like, "We are gonna save the day." And Captain White shooting with his pistols over here. So now there are no more clones hiding in the back. Here inside this tower, we got Plo and his bro just hiding from the explosion. And this shock trooper here in the back, he's shocked. He's like, what happened? Here's a different angle. Plo. Whoa, this is what he sees. This is so cool. Look at the cinematic scene that I'm creating.
Kill me.
Inside the next tower, we got these guys just drunk and high on life, playing Clash Royale still, I guess. Are you winning, son?
Me, 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 me.
It's another look at what is happening outside. Whoa, look at this. Look at all this. It's so beautiful. Now, behind all this mess, we got this room, which is empty now, and whoa.
Come back. Jack, come back. I was going to show you my tentacles.
Help me! Now, the rest of the guys here are setting up a somewhat effective defense, I suppose. Good job, everyone. Now, in the arcade room, it's empty. We have got a lot of troops setting up a pretty strong defense on this side. These guys are doing a better job for sure. We got the officer and his troops from before, and they're like, reporting for duty. What can we do? Just do something, bro. I don't know. I'm not in charge. And here's another officer, and he's like, yeah, here you go. Thank you. Thank you so much. So he basically delivered the grenades there and showing respect. Now this trooper over here has borrowed a walker, just strengthening their defense even more. And here's a guy, single reinforcements, and we have some troops here hiding. And here's what they see from the inside. Now let's take a good look on what is going on behind the closed doors. In the communications center, not much have changed, except Captain Thorne has left the room, and now he's commanding 2 rookies. And behind them here in the corridor, we have a scared officer running away with a banana. Yeah, I guess this is kind of what happens when you talk about the political and economical state of the world. Yeah, don't recommend it, guys. Don't do it. Now, going deeper into the base, we have the prison area, and we have 2 guards, as before, protecting, obviously, guarding. And then when you go even deeper, now some of the rooms have been opened and the prison cells are going to be used as cover. And it was this guy's idea. Now going further to the right into the next commanding center, we have Colt telling these officers that they're about to die. In the small little hallway, we have the 2 medic officers going somewhere. I wonder why. Now here in the corridor, we have more reinforcements coming to aid on this side. The Republic are suffering heavy casualties. The droid army is advancing, just as the general planned. The Magna Guards are quickly to take control over the main gate, cleaning up all the vermin. Now Quinlan Voss and his troops are dashing away. Close the door! Still, the Separatist army have suffered, but that is what their backup is for. Now over at the left gate, it's being told a similar story. The clones are being slaughtered, with the remaining ones retreating inside. But there is no safety in war. They were still able to give a pretty good beating on the B-2 battle droids. Just look at all this destruction. But up on the tower, they're dead. Even the second tower as well. And this guy fell. He fell so far. But just look at this. This is horrible. Roger. And now all the droids are just marching. The only thing we need now is a hero. He has grabbed one of the hand grenades and he's about to throw. Will he save the Republic from certain death? Where is Grievous? Did he die? Far from it. But he has some big obstacles to face. He's already facing one. if you get what I mean. But he has already made some devastating damage, and he seems pretty confident in this. But so does these clones. But now, running down the staircase, fleeing, we have Commander Fox and the strategist guy. They don't seem to be as confident. Come on, Henry, we need to escape.
No, I gotta watch this battle. It's just like Clash Royale.
Now the question remains, who's gonna win? And here we have Plo and his bros, and he's summoning his lightsaber, ready to go in for the kill. The scene is just too epic. Now here are some of the guys who died from the explosion. They were like, boom, and even some here. The defense here in the back is looking stronger and better. We have the walker getting ready to help in the upcoming battle. And obviously the officers can't really do much, so they're going back. On this other side, it is pretty similar as well. But we have more reinforcements coming in from the corridor. Here's a little look at what they see. Also, this guy got shot. No, brother! Now let's take another look at what is happening inside the base.
Banana!
Outside in the corridor, we have Colt and Thorn trying to come up with a good strat.
Alright, you listen here, buddy. I take the right flank, you take the left. Well, sounds pretty good, bro. Sounds pretty good.
And in the prison area, this is what we got. In the cafeteria, there is another team kill. You don't mess with me. And in the med bay, the milking continues. But now most of the officers are leaving and going into the command center. Welcome, fellas. The separatist forces have completely broken down the Republic's outer defenses. Their 2 tanks are now in firing position, ready to blow a big hole in the wall.
Alright, men, stand by.
Remember the hero? He's dead, and the grenade didn't explode. On top of the wall, Grievous is fully immersed in his rage, cutting down almost every single clone. And these 3 guys fell and broke their necks. This is going to be a tough battle for Plo, but reinforcements is coming his way. Look how cute. The officers are helping for once. Yay. Now beneath the wall, there is too much suffering. The Magna Guards cancelled a bunch of troops before they were able to make their escape. However, some clone troopers did make it. And now Quinlan Voss is holding a nice speech.
Today, we die.
On the opposite side of the base, another clone is holding a nice speech.
Alright, brothers. Today we fight for more than the Republic. We fight for all our brothers back home. Fighting is in your blood, and my blood is boiling for a fight.
Now let's tap some clanker ass.
Now let's take a look at the back rooms. Commander Fox and the strategist have made their way downstairs.
Commander Wolf, you're alive.
There are 2 more officers being evacuated to safety, while these guys are also safetying in here. Now going all the way to the other communication room, they're just chilling. Our trooper Colt is also setting up his little defense here. And in the prison area, not much have changed. Yeah. The Separatist army has breached the Republic's defenses. The destruction of the wall killed many troops in the process. So many brothers gone. And the Magna Guards are making quick work of the remaining clones, doing flips and shit. But Quinlan Voss will not let that slide. We'll find out if he is powerful enough to take out 4 of them. Maybe he is, with the aid of these clones. But the future isn't looking very bright. This is what is remaining of the Cis army. Still too many to count. And the AATs needs to be destroyed as soon as possible. Now the army of B2 battle droids is marching through the gate. They made quick work of the rookie clones. The explosion also took many lives. And these are the only remaining clones, putting up their last stand. Who will win? And who will lose? On top of the wall, it reeks of death and blood. Plo Koon and his men got brutally murdered by the general. The general is now finishing off the last clone, Commander Wolf. Inside the base, the clones are waiting for the inevitable. All that's left to do is now to take cover inside the communication rooms. Now this corridor is still being guarded by clones. Commander Fox and Thorn are now setting up their battle plans. And here we have an officer running with a banana. Inside the other communication room, it seems like something terrible has happened. And the prison area is looking similar to before. Everyone is just waiting anxiously. Uh-oh. The droids have now entered the building. and Quinlan Voss is now fighting the mechanical menace Grievous with the aid of Commander Fox and Thorn and a few other guys. But the question remains, will it be enough? The clones are panicking, using anything they can find for cover. Not even the Force can save them now. And outside, it is just a big graveyard. The AAT and the army of droids have now entered. And on the other side, it is a similar story. But in this one, there is a little bit more fire. This can of grenades and some barrel exploded, killing most of the clones. A few B2 battle droids still managed to die though. And the AAT commander is just chilling at this point. The clones are starting to fortify. But now they have break through the door and they're marching into their last defenses. Already a battle is happening inside, with Colt leading the defense. All these officers can do now is just pray. And here's even more reinforcements coming. And the same thing on the left side. And the prison cell guy is now being told that, yeah, we're fucked. And the milking continues. And if it wasn't obvious, Wolf is dead. Fire, death, and screams are filling the corridors. The only thing heard is the clanking of the battle droids. So much death, destruction, so many lives lost. Now we're witnessing the climax of it all. Grievous kicks Quinlan Voss, making him fly across the hallway. Now these clones are all that stands between Dooku and Grievous. In the medic room, everyone has been massacred. Except... Oh no, I feel like something terrible has happened. All the men have been massacred, including Quinlan Voss, getting penetrated by the head clanker himself. And Dooku is just manically laughing as he has been released. Here lies Fox, decapitated alongside his brothers. And so it is finally over. A stunning victory for the Separatist Alliance. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Came a light on a burning thunder. Down he flew from the clouds of wonder. Hair of gold and a smile like summer. He saved our fields, we called him brother. And he said, do you live on a world gone under, where fire reigns and mountains hunger? Can't you hear the thunder? Oh, you better take cover. Bought some peace from a man in silver.